I just wanted to kind of close the loop about, well, is planet A, or if we mess it up, can we move to Mars? And some people think that might be why there's so much interest in developing and sending people to Mars. And so lots of talk and lots of action starting to send us in that direction. This is an artist's conception of a future Mars base that was provided to the internet by SpaceX of its Starship, landed on Mars, and you can see there's a whole thing. We know it's Mars because of the sun. We have seen a sunset on Mars. There's a real picture from a real rover on Mars of the Martian sunset, so they were clever enough to give us the right color sunset. But in reality, that's what their latest Starship spaceship looks like. In fact, we talked just last month about the little star hopper there on the left, and how it compares to the vision and the dream of their Starship that will take people by the hundreds to Mars. But there was a landmark just last week, so I wanted to show you a couple pictures of it where SpaceX did roll out their first constructed larger vehicle. So if you look at the second one, not the You Are Here one, but this one with these little guys up on the top, that you will see right there in this picture. Sure enough, they've actually built one made of stainless steel, not carbon fiber composite, which was a big change. There's so much to say on this. I'm not going to say any of it because all of it's on the internet, but I wanted you to be aware if you did not know. Elon Musk rolled it out just last Saturday night on a very, very windy night. There was a lot of talk about, is the thing going to fall over? And it was bolted down. But just the night before, the administrator of NASA put out a tweet, "I'm looking forward to the SpaceX announcement tomorrow. In the meantime, the commercial crew is years behind schedule. NASA expects to see the same level of enthusiasm focused on the investments of the American taxpayer. It's time to deliver." Now, we've talked about this here before, but there are other aspects of that program that are also delayed, and so we just couldn't resist because we are, like everyone else, Elon Musk watchers around here. He was asked by CNN about this, and he's going to use a term called SLS that refers to the Space Launch System, terribly, terribly delayed by NASA. So here's his reply.
Did you take
Did you say commercial crew or SLS?
He said commercial crew.
Oh, okay, geez.
I mean, interchangeable. How do you respond to that? And did you take that as a dig?
So yeah, he just keeps laughing, and of course, what we cannot understand why this isn't a meme yet. Anyway, I did want to show one other tiny clip from this because I loved it so much, and it speaks to the way scientists think and act, and which may in times be in contrast to the way organizations think and act. But I'm going to play this one last quick clip from Everyday Astronaut.
If somebody can show that we're wrong, that would be great.
Yeah.
If somebody can explain, like, wow, there is a way to make your design better. This is a gift.
Right.
I would be like, thank you for this great gift. Wow, this is awesome. It's definitely like the worst thing would be like we want to do some dumb design and stick with our dumb design.
Right.
So I think that's part of the entrepreneurial spirit. Yeah, it says, criticism is good. We want to learn, we want to grow, we want better ideas. And of course, later in the interview, he talks at great length and with great passion, as if you've seen him before, he always does, about the need to be multiplanetary. Because the Earth does face problems, and it will continue to face problems. We certainly have climate problems, but we're always going to be at the mercy of some asteroid or comet that, as we know, we have a story in the second half about dinosaurs and the day of that mass, the day the dino-killing asteroid hit Earth. So we are making steps to go there because at some point we may he talks about it, preserving consciousness in the universe. If we're the only planet where that is in existence that we know so far, then we have a responsibility to preserve it and at least have an outpost where humans can survive. So it may not be cities, it may not be grand civilizations, but we have an obligation to go beyond this world.